Hollywood is mourning the loss of Grey's Anatomy actor Eric Dane. The actor died at the age of 53, less than a year after revealing his battle with ALS. In a Netflix documentary released after his death, Dane opened up about living with the condition.
Live now, right now, in the present. It's hard, but I learned to do that. For years, I would wander off mentally, lost in my head for long chunks of time, wallowing in worry and self-pity, shame, and doubt. I'd replay decisions, second-guess myself. I should have done this, I never should have done that. No more.
Dane taped that interview in November. Whitney Lean is the Director of Development at the ALS Association. She joins us this afternoon. Good to have you with us. Talking about the death of Eric Dane, let's back that up just a bit. For our viewers, can you walk us through what ALS is and how it affects a person?
Yes, hi Derek, thanks so much for having me. ALS is a progressive neuro disease which the brain loses connection with the muscles and then slowly deteriorates someone to be able to walk, talk, eat, and eventually breathe. And at this time, the disease is always fatal.
Always fatal. And we see what happened with Eric Dane. News of his death announced this past Thursday. And what a lot of people were saying after we learned this news is that it happened so quickly after he announced he had ALS. That announcement came in April of 2025. He says he first started seeing symptoms in 2023. Can you talk about the timeline of how this disease progresses?
Yes, so we call it an elimination disease because we like to test everything else, MS, Parkinson's, Lyme's, before you ultimately get the diagnosis of ALS. And sometimes that can take time, and then unfortunately it might be too late. Eric most likely had bulbar ALS, which affects your speech and breathing much faster than it would be if it was limb onset, where you would get paralyzed from neck down.
And the symptom he said he noticed first back in 2023 was in one of his hands. What are some of the signs and symptoms people should look for when it comes to ALS?
Yes, muscle crampness, weakness, muscle fatigue, falling out of the blue, slurred speech. It kind of runs the entire gamut of you have to know your own body and be your best advocate for something that is going on that's not abnormal per se.
Yeah, I was going to say, because a lot of people, given their age, they may have some of those symptoms and it may just be because of age. At what point do you know you have to seek medical and professional attention?
I would say as soon as something starts happening, seek medical attention, because they want to diagnose you as quick as they can so then they can give you all the resources that you need to live a quality of life that you want during your journey.
And as we talk about ALS, I'm reminded of the viral trend 10 years or so ago with the Ice Bucket Challenge, raising awareness for ALS. Has Eric Dane's announcement last year, up until now, especially with him passing away, unfortunately, this past week, has it renewed that awareness, and how so?
Yes, absolutely. That was a huge breakthrough that we had with the Ice Bucket Challenge. And when famous people are diagnosed with ALS, we are so thankful that they use their platform to raise awareness about the disease and the research funding that is needed to find a cure for this thing.
And for our viewers at home, how can we help the ALS Association in your mission to raise awareness and advocacy?
Yes, you can attend one of our events. We have 5 walks around the state. We have a golf outing, and we have a large tailgate event with the Milwaukee Brewers. You can find all that information at als.org.
All right, and we'll be sure to put that information on the 12 News mobile app and WISN.com as well. Whitney Lean, Director of Development at the ALS Association. Thanks for your time here this afternoon.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.